And that is it for us today. Oh, I can't, there's nothing on the teleprompter. What does that mean? To play us out? I'm all played out, am I? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, let's do this. We'll do it again. So it's thanks for watching the Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching the Jabbapop's Corner. Oh, fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck this. We'll do it live.
Jabbapop, no one could terrorize his neighborhood. Jabbapop, he's so cool. Stay in school and maybe you could be like him. Where will Jabbapop go next? Stay and watch and you might find out too. Please.
Howdy, folks, and howdy. Jabbapovich here. It's been a long time being in the spotlight, center stage, left center, right center. But I've been a busy man, and I've had a heck of a dealing with the bartender who's possessed his body, and I have to figure out how to deal with it. I mean, I've tried Pilates, I tried weightlifting, I tried sit-ups, I've tried withholding all sexual release, I've tried watching bad TV, I've tried drinking lots of water, I've tried vegetables, fruits too. I've tried eating low saturated fats, no tranny fats, and it just hasn't worked out for me yet. But I mean, we're getting there hopefully soon. So what's on the agenda for today? Oh yeah, here's a little joke. I got a joke for you. Knock knock. Who's there? George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman who? Yeah, great, you're on the jury. I don't get that joke. What? No laughs? They really loved it in hell. They know all about George Zimmerman there. Oh, sounds like you're getting into some political kind of stuff, Mr. Person who's inside of my body. Just telling it like it is. Well, okay, that's good. Okay, we got a new guy here coming on. His name is Evan Fallon. He's gonna teach us about his art. His art is his heart or something. Come on. Tell us about yours.
Tell us about your art. What do you like to do in your spare time? So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, hi. My name is my Christian name is Ron Johnson. My porn name is Dong Johnson. I'm a bisexual pornographer. I like to, I suck dick, I suck clit. What can I say? I have an oral fixation.
So what can you tell us about your inspiration?
The joy in others' faces and eyes as they reach moments of poignancy and ecstasy. It's not an everyday experience. Most of us don't have it, but I figure if I can make enough of these films, everyone will have that experience all the time, and it'll just be a giant, happy, well-to-do place. Think about it, will you?
Oh, I'm thinking all right.
Mr. Papajovovich, you are quite the character.
Please call me Papa. So what are your favorite positions?
Infield, outfield, center field. I'm making jokes, I'm sorry. But I like them all. But for visual appeal, I'd say, say what you will about feats of fancy, but the helicopter is going to be a big hit next year, I can tell you. We've already made the films, and you're going to see them.
Do you have any tips for up-and-comers?
Well, I gotta say, lube. Lots and lots of lube. Work at it. Practice makes perfect. Keep on doing it until it hurts. Always be on call. Because you never know when the director is going to get a whim, an inspiration, and you don't want to let that fall flat, because the greatest films have been made purely when the director's had an inspiration, and it's not all about your magic. It's the guy behind, or the gal behind the camera who can make it or break a film. If you have a vision for yourself, it doesn't mean anything unless you go through with it. I watched the film and it looked like worms squirming about. If you don't have control of the scene, the frame, the camera, and what have you, it all falls apart.
So how about you and I do a little bit of magic ourselves?
Let me stop you right there, mister. My body is my art, and I just don't work at it and cause it furious anxiety over nothing. There's got to be a vision and a plan. I thought I was in some great orgies, and granted, fun and games are great too, but you have to meet the right person for those. See, you have to weigh experiences and context, and if you and me were to start doing stuff, I would say, as much as I respect you and hold your work in prime regard, I don't see it happening. So I'm sorry to hurt you. Well, that was rude. Okay, I'm a singer, songwriter, collector's edition. I like to write and read, but hopefully I'll be a writer and a director and a movie star. My favorite dog is Toto. My favorite cat is Felix the cat. Certainly are the Renaissance man. And then how do you get your inspiration? Yeah, inspiration. Life. You have to live life to reflect life, and I try to reflect life in my art. So it's not just art, it's not pretense, it's protense. You're putting it forward, as it were. Your best foot, your best 2 feet, even your fingers, if need be. They can do the walking. Let them do the walking sometime.
Are you sure this isn't just some kind of a ruse to get blowed by strangers on the internet?
I'm not gonna. I don't want to tell you. How about you? Where do you get your inspiration?
My inspiration, eh? My art is my soul, and it's black as coal.
All right, so we're gonna do
a nice little trickaroo here. Why don't you take off your clothes for us? Yeah, I'm a big star. I can get you a position in Hollywood if you just take off your clothes.
Do you really mean it?
Yes, I mean it.
Well, gee golly whiz. Okay.
That's nice.
All of it?
Tweak those nipples for Papa, will ya?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to. This is not my doing at all, folks. This is the creature inside, the demon soul inside of me.
You should see what happens when he tries to take a shit. I hold it in.
Yeah, he's a bad guy. He's not very nice. He's not a good guy to have around inside your body, fooling around. So do I get the job?
No, that does not mean you get the part. So get on out of here, you naked slut.
You're an evil dirt. Well, then there he was. That was the guy we had on the interview show today. Okay, so here's the review. Here's a product that I have in my very own home. It's War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, or is it? Haha. You can hide any of your valuables or illegal items or implements and stick it on your bookcase, and no one will be the wiser, unless of course they happen to be interested in the classics of Russian literature. Then you've got something to worry about. But if you can get over that, let's go to the next next element of the item. It's very sticky if you leave it on something. It tends to, especially if it gets hot, it tends to stick. And also, it says 1859. The book was not published in 1859. It's 1869. Is this a purposeful thing that they did to try and play around and fool, or was it a mistake? Also, the book is much larger. They make the book out to be paper thin. It's a whole hulk of a book. So overall, it's not the best. It's cute. Give it to your grandkids. They'll enjoy it.
So fourth item on our list, we're gonna be talking about.
Jabbapop, no one could terrorize his neighborhood. Jabbapop, he's so cool.